Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. I really appreciate you taking out time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it, so thank you in advance. Now, I really enjoy video games, right? But I'm a nerd. I'm a fan of other versions of gaming. So tabletop gaming is something I like to do. I don't get a lot of time to do it, but I enjoy it. And of course, I am familiar with some aspects of Dungeons and Dragons. Now, for me, the best version of this is when those things come together in video game form. And we got a couple of games to represent that today. So I present to you Dungeons and Dragons games for the arcade, Tower of Doom, and Shadow of Mystaria. Now the first game, which is Shadow of Mystaria, you have the option of playing the 4 different characters. You know, it's a really cool, and this is an arcade game that is, unnecessarily good, especially given the time when it was released was like 1994. I didn't play this until probably around like 97, 98 when I could actually get to an arcade. But this game was like Gauntlet, but a beat 'em up more of what I wanted from Gauntlet. So like you have actual combos, abilities, each character, just like other versions of this, they're different. And they have spells, they have equipment, you level up, like it's everything that I want. And on top of that, it is 4 players. So I'm getting all of my video game needs met with this particular game. I also like to shout out people helped me get this footage. So, shout out to Larry Too Nasty, shout out to Battleship Boyd, and also the young gamer Pika Shocks. Everybody came through and we were able to have some fun with this. So I thank y'all for that. But yeah, back to the game. So you go through level by level. You actually have alternate paths you can take. You can vote on which path to take if it's multiple people. Game offers so much replay value. It's crazy. And this is an arcade game. So this was something where you could go and you and some friends could literally just jump in and decide how you want to play that day. Like there's so many things going on. There's treasures to find. You level up equipment, especially in Tower of Doom. You have a lot more things to kind of get into, but even just the first game, then you get over to Tower of Doom, which is really where the game excels. And don't get me wrong, the first game is fantastic and it has no business being as good as it is, and it is a incredible experience if you get to play it. They actually released a double pack on like PC and consoles at one point, and if you are interested at all in these type of games, that is the way to go. This is what we got the footage from, and it is just a great way to kind of play this. You can do this offline or online, which is also something that always kind of often gets overlooked. Now, the second game, the classes get expanded. The first game, you got 4 options, right? You got essentially the elf, you got the dwarf, you got the warrior, you got the cleric. Not a bad selection. Definitely gives you some options. Cleric and elf do a little more magic stuff, but the warrior and the dwarf has a lot more hand-to-hand action going on, right? You get to the second game, and then the classes get kind of crazy. Because now you have the option of so many more. You have the original characters, right? Which is really good. Yeah, they're really fun, and you can still play those. And then on top of that, right, just to spice it up just a little bit more, we get some additional classes to kind of run with, which makes this game even better. So not only do you have the original 4, but now you get the thief, and you also get an actual mage. And as a person who likes to play magic users, this makes me happy. But if you press the start button, when you select your character, you get these alternate versions of these characters. And it's not just a palette swap, which would have been cool enough to just have an alternate color, alternate outfit. But they actually have different moves and different abilities and level up differently than the other version of themselves. So again, replay value, depth, the option of choosing your paths, things like that. Like this game is really fun. And on top of that, it has beat 'em up style combat. So it's fun in that base mode. And this is a game, again, nobody really talks about, at least amongst the people I know, because, again, we didn't have the option of playing all these games. So if you like beat 'em ups, gotta play it. If you are a fan of D&D based video games, gotta play it. If you're looking for something for you and your friends to play together, gotta play it. Just a great game that does not truly get the recognition it deserves for coming out at a time that it came out. We don't get any other games like this. I remember when a game called Dragon's Crown came out, and everybody was kind of like, it looks like this, it looks kind of cool. And I'm like, yo, this looks like the D&D, games from the arcade. Why aren't everyone as excited as me? But that's because I get a little more jazzed up about these type of games, and that's cool. Now, if for some reason you do know about this game, please let me know. Thoughts, opinions, favorite class, why is it mage? Some of your fond memories, if you had the whole game plan, love to hear things about that. And if you are a tabletop person, by all means, I get it. Yeah, you definitely have more control and more options and more variety if you're doing the actual tabletop. But this, for me, who needs to streamline in some cases, this works out very well for me. So I appreciate you taking our time to let me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.